besides being known for enjoying extremely luxurious living. Dan Bilzerian and Floyd Mayweather are tycoons who know well how to invest and multiply their fortunes. But have you ever stopped thinking about which one has the most luxurious life? In this video, you will see a fierce battle between Dan Bilzerian versus Floyd Mayweather. So now, let's go to fight! Before we get started, I challenge you. You have to click on subscribe and activate notifications, check the option all. But you have to do that in less than 5 seconds. You got it? And if you can, write in the comments #AllAboutSubscribe. Alright, let's get started. Round 1. Cars. When it comes to enjoying nice vehicles, the two tycoons don't like to skimp. But which one of them has the most luxurious collection? Dan Bilzerian, for example, is speculated to own cars such as $50,000 1970 Toyota Land Cruiser, $70,000 Dodge Ram 3500, $120,000 Fisker Karma, $150,000 Range Rover Vogue, $215,000 Bentley Flying Spur, $250,000 Mustang GT 500 Shelby Eleanor, $300,000 Ferrari F430, $330,000 Rolls-Royce Cullinan, $335,000 Ferrari Superfast from, $340,000 Rolls-Royce Ghost from, $350,000 Ferrari California, which he even gave to one of his followers. He has also owned a $400,000 NASCAR race car. Going even higher, he also owns a Lamborghini Aventador, one of the fastest cars in the world, which can cost upwards of $450,000. One of his favorite cars is a custom Mercedes G63 AMG 6x6, a gigantic vehicle that matches Dan Bilzerian's personality, and it's no wonder that this super toy can top $500,000. And we can't forget his military vehicles, such as his M35 truck, and even a war tank that he has already posted a video of driving over a car. Cars, even with money, are not affordable for everyone. But the most expensive vehicle in Bilzerian's collection is undoubtedly his Shelby 1970 Cobra, a collectible vehicle whose price is estimated at around $2 million. Floyd Mayweather, on the other hand, also has super machines in his garage, such as $155,000 Mercedes G63, $160,000 Mercedes Maybach GLS, $200,000 Bentley Flying Spur, $205,000 Bentley Continental GT Mulliner, $215,000 Ferrari Portofino, $220,000 Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG, $225,000 Lamborghini Urus, $240,000 Ferrari 458 Italia, $250,000 Bentley Arnage T, $260,000 Ferrari GTC 4 Lusso, $280,000 McLaren 650S, $310,000 Ferrari 599 GTB Fiorano, $340,000 Rolls-Royce Wraith, $350,000 Rolls-Royce Cullinan, $360,000 Rolls-Royce Dawn, $450,000 Lamborghini Aventador, $460,000 Rolls-Royce Phantom, $2 million Bugatti Veyron, $3.5 million Bugatti Veyron Grand Sport Vitesse, and even an incredible Ferrari Enzo, a car that is rare to find and is considered a kind of collectible among car lovers. And maybe that is why its price can reach over $4 million. But without a doubt, the fighter's most expensive car is his Koenigsegg CCXR Trevita, a supercar considered to be a real diamond on wheels. Because it is built entirely out of white carbon fiber, this made the vehicle very difficult and time-consuming to manufacture, which is why there are only 2 units in the whole world. And this certainly helps justify its impressive price tag of $4.8 million. And all these vehicles are just a part of Floyd's fleet, as some sources claim that he has already bought more than 100 luxury cars. And for having a more expensive and luxurious car collection, Floyd Mayweather wins this round. Point to him. Round 2. Both celebrities don't skimp when it comes to dressing well. But which one of them has the most luxurious watch collection? Dan Bilzerian, for example, has been seen wearing watches like Richard Mille Felipe Massa $130,000, Audemars Piguet Frosted White Gold $250,000, Richard Mille Flyback Chronograph $285,000, Richard Mille Bubba Watson $320,000, Audemars Piguet Perpetual Calendar $400,000, Richard Mille Split Seconds $720,000. Floyd Mayweather, on the other hand, also has an impressive collection, such as Diamond and Emerald Rolex Submariner $340,000, Patek Philippe Ruby Bezel from $350,000, Richard Mille 59-01 from $570,000, Hublot MP05 Sapphire La Ferrari from $575,000, Jacob & Co. Royal $1 million, Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Self-Winding from $1 million and $140,000, Jacob & Co. Rainbow Tourbillon $2 million. But nothing compares to his watch, known as the Jacob & Co. Billionaire, one of the most exclusive and expensive watches in the world. It is a work of art made with 260-carat diamonds that reflect a lot of brilliance. The stunning 18K white gold bracelet is fully handset with 504 emerald-cut white diamonds. And to own one of the most requested watches in the world, Floyd Mayweather had to fork out about $18 million. And for being one of the biggest watch collectors in the world, Mayweather wins this round. Score 1 for him. Round 3. Jet. When it comes to traveling to different places in the world, both tycoons use luxurious aircraft, but which one of them has the most expensive jet? Dan Bilzerian, for example, owns a Gulfstream G650, one of the most modern, fastest, and longest-flying aircraft available on the market. The interior of the plane has a luxurious finish and can carry more than 20 people, enough for him to travel with his beautiful girlfriends and have a lot of fun. And besides using his little toy to get around, the stud takes the opportunity to take several pictures and show off a lot on social networks. After all, he knows that definitely not everyone can afford to have such an aircraft to call their own. And to have this superjet always at your disposal, it is necessary to invest a real fortune. To get an idea of the price, depending on the model and year, this little jet can cost upwards of $50 million. And by coincidence, Floyd Mayweather also owns this same model of aircraft, which makes this round end up being tied. Point for both of them. Round 4. Real estate. When it comes to buying good places to live, both tycoons like to enjoy a lot of comforts. But which one of them has the most luxurious real estate? The most expensive mansion Dan Bilzerian ever lived in was a gigantic mansion in Bel Air in the city of Los Angeles, California. In a video posted by the real estate company Triblend Media, Dan Bilzerian's incredible residence was shown. As it was disclosed, the gigantic property has more than 37,600 square feet, a space more than enough to house all the dozens of women who live with the mogul. The property, which features modern architecture, is divided into 12 huge bedrooms and 23 luxurious bathrooms, some of which are equipped with whirlpool tubs and even fireplaces. The interior of the house is so large that it is easy to get lost inside. There are huge rooms covered with first-class materials and equipped with a lot of technology, such as automated curtains and doors that open with a single click. And it is obvious that there are also exclusive environments that are only found in mansions of this magnitude, such as a super comfortable movie theater with capacity for up to 25 people, a state-of-the-art bowling alley, spa room with 2 massage tables, garden area with a right to a stone waterfall, tennis court with an incredible view of the city, among many other things. And for when Dan Bilzerian wants to receive his guests, there's plenty of space for his friends to store their cars, since there's a parking lot with capacity for up to 60 cars and a spectacular covered garage for up to 14 vehicles. And if you need a place to review, you don't have to worry, because there are several very comfortable bars scattered around the house. And for when it gets hot, the mansion has a luxurious 24-meter-long infinity pool, complete with a waterfall, which makes the place even more exquisite. And as the sun goes down, the lighting design starts to stand out, with hundreds of LED lights that together create an epic look. Definitely, this mansion that Dan Bilzerian lived in can be considered one of the most stunning in California. And to live in such a palace, it is not news to anyone that it is necessary to spend a real fortune. Disburse a veritable fortune. According to some sources, the property is valued at around $80 million, but it is speculated that he rents it for $200,000 per month. Floyd Mayweather prefers to buy his own mansion. He owns, for example, a mansion that looks like a palace. It is a huge mansion of almost 22,000 square feet located on a 1.40-acre site, more than enough space to house everything the fighter needs to live in comfort and luxury. The facade of the mansion has a Greek-like architecture with huge rounded pillars that help create a super imposing look. In some of Floyd Mayweather's posts on his social networks, it was possible to get to know a little bit of his interior, where we can see that everything is also very luxurious. One thing that is quite evident is that everything in this mansion is grandiose. The fighter's closet, for example, is almost the size of a clothing store. But one of the points that most caught his attention was the incredible covered and heated swimming pool with several televisions so he can watch his movies while he relaxes in the water. Outside the house, there is a beautiful garden with a fountain in the middle, something that is very common in castles. No doubt this mansion must be able to meet all the needs of the fighter. He even made a point of thanking God during a post on his Instagram for being blessed and being able to enjoy a mansion as grand as this. And it is no wonder that according to some sources, Floyd needed to invest $10 million. Now when Floyd Mayweather wants to enjoy the summer, he can enjoy his beautiful mansion in Miami Beach. It is a 3-story oceanfront home on Palm Island, an artificial island in Biscayne Bay, one of the city's finest residential neighborhoods, where the fighter loves to have fun riding his scooter around. According to posts made by real estate agents, it was possible to see what the interior of the mansion looks like. The decor is very clean, with a color palette in light tones, something that is often used in summer houses. Another point that draws attention in the property is the large window openings that exist. In the kitchen, for example, there is a wall of glass from floor to ceiling that provides a beautiful view of the sea. And because it is Floyd's mansion, it couldn't be without a super-equipped fitness center for him to keep up his excellent physical shape. In total, the property has about 10,800 square feet of built area, divided into 9 bedrooms and 11 bathrooms. The outside area is undoubtedly one of the places that stands out the most and makes this house so special. There is a swimming pool with a spectacular view of the sea, and a private dock that can accommodate boats of up to 100 feet. And to acquire this imposing residence, some sources say that Floyd Mayweather had to fork out about $18 million. But the fighter's most expensive property is a beautiful home that is located in Beverly Hills in California. When you go inside, you can see that everything is very sophisticated and made with top-quality materials. All the fireplaces in the rooms, for example, are impressive, something Floyd himself made a point of sharing in a video posted on his Instagram. Another very interesting point that stands out inside is the wine cellar, which is located in a huge wall, where the fighter has also made a point of sharing with his followers moments in which he selects and enjoys good wines. According to real estate records, the property has about 15,000 square feet of floor space, divided into 6 huge bedrooms and 10 luxurious bathrooms, some of which have a bathtub to enjoy the beautiful view. And of course, the house also has a gym for the fighter to keep himself conditioned. The outdoor area is another place that draws a lot of attention for its architecture, with a swimming pool in the center surrounded by a black and white striped floor, which creates a charming and unique environment. But it is down the basement stairs that we find something surprising. There is a huge movie theater equipped with several treats to please the fighter and his guests. Even in an Instagram video, Floyd Mayweather shared with his followers this unusual part of his house, where he wrote in the description of the post that the place can comfortably accommodate 50 people. And to acquire this gigantic property, it's no surprise that it must have cost a pretty penny, an estimated $25 million plus. And for having his own residences, Floyd Mayweather wins this round. Point to him. Round 5. Business. Both tycoons know very well how to invest their fortunes, but which one of them stands out more in the business world? Floyd Mayweather, for example, founded in 2007 Mayweather Promotions, a production company that manages his and several other athletes' sporting events. Still in the boxing world, he founded Mayweather Boxing Fitness, one of the fastest-growing fitness franchises in the world. Being passionate about cars, Floyd also owns TMT Racing, a professional American stock car racing team. Floyd also owns the Girl Collection, one of the most luxurious adult clubs in Las Vegas. The venture seems to be so successful that the official Instagram alone has almost 400,000 followers. In the same city, he also owns a roller skating rink known as Skate Rock City. One of his most recent business ventures is in the company Floyd NFT, which sells virtual arts that give access to various benefits. And it is also speculated that the fighter has extensive investments in stock market shares. Dan Bilzerian, on the other hand, also excels in business. He is the founder and CEO of Ignite, a premium brand that sells products from many different sectors. You can find items such as clothes, drinks, and even electronic cigarettes in his online store. The business has been so successful that Dan Bilzerian has listed the company on the Canadian Stock Exchange, and it is valued at hundreds of millions of dollars. But all is not well in Dan Bilzerian's life, as his company made headlines when it posted an annual loss of $50 million. This was $22 million in marketing expenses alone, which led many people to think that the marketing budget might be helping Bilzerian to finance his luxurious lifestyle. Despite all the repercussions, by the end of 2020, Dan Bilzerian was able to turn the company around and make record profits. With all this, we can say that although Bilzerian has an unconventional marketing method, there is no denying that it has made him known worldwide and helped him become a successful businessman. And by owning a company listed on the stock exchange, Dan Bilzerian wins this round. Score 1 for him. Round 6. Net worth. As two men who are famous for living luxurious lives, there is no doubt that they have a lot of money. But which one of them has the biggest net worth? Dan Bilzerian, for example, has already won a lot of money in poker. In 2014 alone, he even counted that he won more than $50 million over the year. Today, he is one of the most well-known personalities in the poker world, including being an ambassador for GG Poker, one of the biggest companies in the business. But as he has already said, his biggest project is Ignite, the company where probably most of his fortune is allocated. And because it is a company listed on the stock exchange, it is easier to dimension the true size of his enormous patrimony. To get an idea, the 60% of shares that Dan Bilzerian owns in his company represent, at current exchange rates, about $166 million. And if you add the money he probably has in other businesses, some sources estimate his fortune to be around $200 million. Meanwhile, Floyd Mayweather is considered to be none other than the 5th highest paid athlete of all time. And one of the most impressive things about Floyd's earnings statistics is that he has managed to make a lot of money even without hardly any advertising for big companies. Most of his fortune has come from his entrepreneurial side, added to his enormous media potential. Floyd Mayweather is a true showman. He manages to attract the interest of millions of people willing to pay to watch his fights. To get an idea of how much money he earns in each event, just for his fight with boxer Manny Pacquiao, it is estimated that Floyd Mayweather received an amount of $250 million. But nothing beats his fight against Irishman Conor McGregor, which was dubbed the money fight. The fight was considered one of the most lucrative of all time, which is estimated to have earned Floyd an estimated $300 million. And it's no wonder that he has been at the top of Forbes magazine several times as the highest paid athlete of the year. And adding up all the money he has received during his career, some sources estimate his fortune to be around $450 million. And for the fact that he has a higher net worth, Floyd Mayweather wins this round. Point to him. At the end of this fight, we have 2 points for Dan Bilzerian against 5 points for Floyd Mayweather. And he is the winner of this battle. But if you believe that there are still other arguments to defend one of the two, write your best justification below. Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel, deals to satisfy your curiosity.